myself, we're here tonight. We're actually here to actually do readings for you, to let you know what the energy is saying. You may be seeing some smoke going actually on right now. What I'm doing though is I'm actually burning actually the 4 elements, which is actually sweetgrass, tobacco, white sage, and cedar, so that way we can actually clear the area. So Eva, I'm sending this also to you across the line. Yep, no problem. All right, so for people that are going to be joining in a little bit later, again, though, always send in your questions beforehand. You can send them through email. Again, we're sorry about last week. So Eva, you were experiencing some technical difficulties last week. All right, so what happened? What happened in your area? Because I know across Canada we didn't have internet.
I knew that, and because where I am in Michigan, there was some kind of connection because it was slow, it was sluggish, it was you'd connect and then disconnect and then reconnect, and it would just do all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, and it's like no. It's kind of a good thing I didn't carry on much yesterday.
Yeah. Well, just to let you know, I'm actually happy to see you this week. Hope you actually had a wonderful time off. Again, though, it's a story though that we couldn't connect last week, but it was because of the internet. So did you have a good week though?
I did. A very good week.
Wonderful.
Looks like things starting to shake physically. That makes me feel good. I'm doing more work on my some of the stuff that I put off for 2 years while we were dealing with the COVID. I'm not sure if I go back in fairs or not. I haven't made up my mind if I'm going to do fairs.
Okay.
Just some of my work with me.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. So for people that don't realize, Eva's internet though is coming from satellite. So if Eva is a little bit choppy, we do apologize. Eva does even especially apologize. So yeah. And if you guys want,
I have a bad and off the wall humor, so
yeah. All right, so let's just get some readings going. Eva, I've got a deck of cards right now. I'm going to be using the Call Gray, actually, Angels and Ancestors for you. Since we haven't talked for a little while, I've been busy with work, and I know that you've been busy also yourself. So.
Okay, I'm the same thing, and I am using the deck. Holes in mind, like Swifties.
All right. So what we might have to do, Eva, after we show the cards, you might have to click off. Just keep your mic actually still on, because it is a little bit choppy right now. I just kind of forgot to let you know. But I'll do the readings right now, unless if you want to lead.
Am I still there?
You're a little bit off, right? Your voice is there, but the picture. There we go. Now we got the picture. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. So I just did 4 cards for you. We're gonna look actually at the past, present, future, and the outcome. All right. So the first one that I got though is actually with the past, which is actually Errol. All right. Surround yourself with positive energy. Okay, right there. All right, and that's really good though, because that's one thing though that I know that you still have to date with it, which is actually positive energy that way, because you keep on going forward, which is awesome. But within the past, so you actually were more enlightened with more positive energy. But again, though, is you do have the positive energy around you. So the way it's saying those, you used to surround yourself more with light and more joy altogether. Now the present, though, what we're looking at though is Hunter, and it's track down your fears and your desires. All right, so that's within the present though. All right, even though that you've been working on stuff, what you were saying though is to do with during COVID time. This is really good though, because some of them right now, those you were kind of scared to be able to move forward, and that's one thing that right now that you're doing those, you're tracking down your fears, and you'll be able to go more forward altogether, right? Even with your desires to be. I hope those tarot cards are doing quite good for you so far. But the other one though is future, and this one here is highest priest. Attend and create. All right. So within the future, there's still going to be attending and creating. I was just saying about those actually oracle cards, so that you've been working on. All right, you're going to be working actually on them more within the future. You're going to be able to get them a lot more established. You're going to be able to get them a little bit more published within the right direction. Now, the outcome, though, we're looking at, though, is your heart guardian. And this one here is love and let yourself be loved. All right. I know you and I, we've talked about off the show here about what you've struggled with in the past. All right. But you're going to let yourself be more loved, and the energy is going to go good with you. So, hope those were great for you. I hope those totally made sense for you.
Yeah. Okay, I laid the card out for you. It's kind of interesting. The first I drew up was judgment.
Okay.
Second card I pulled up is coins or pentacles. And the third card, the Knight of Coins or the Knight of Pentacles. And it's kind of interesting because I know you had mentioned some problem at work. I don't feel it's going to go to a go of things. There'll be something coming down that will satisfy you. And it's not going to happen right away, but probably within the next 2 voices being yeah, in the next 2 months. I was just kind of looking. When I saw the next 2 cards, the Ten of Coins, the Knight of Coins, and in this instance, it's kind of interesting because if you notice, except for the little who's looking back, the 2 main characters are with their back, and cards are laid. The Knight is looking away. Okay, and not really on full meaning, like, no, it's not time to know. My impression is something coming your way, and it will be something that you're waiting for a long, long time. But they're not showing what either. I am kind of say this. I'm with nothing, no visual for it. I'm not exactly sure why this is going on this way, but I get the impression that whatever this has been, it's something that you cherished for a long, long time. Okay. And showing me this goes to your childhood. So I'm wondering if this has something to do with the native ground. There's something searching for a long time, and it's going to come, but it's not going to come to you until a little later in the year, probably somewhere around equinox, fall equinox, the autumnal, whatever.
Yeah.
Equinox, which I believe is September. About all I'm picking up right now.
Okay.
Right now, it's a eating game. Something you don't have a lot of patience. You're not one that ends it right now. I want it now, but your patience wears thin. I know it's thin, but you're just little bit of like, let it get down, but no, please, please, please.
Yeah.
You're not going to throw a tantrum like a little kid, but you do have a tendency to want it now. But
Okay.
it is coming. This, like I get the impression this is something that traces right back to childhood. It is something that you have wanted for a long, long time. That's about all I can picking up right now.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome. And you were talking about the problems sort of with work, right? I've actually gone to bosses. We've actually talked about it, which is wonderful. But one thing I'm actually doing at work, though, just to let you know, is I'm actually wearing my feather earrings. So, yeah.
Oh, by the way, I finally got earrings that I won for some. I don't even remember. And she was to. Sally was able to come from, States. Finally got them. Gorgeous.
Okay, wonderful.
I also I got to have my ears pierced.
Well, things like that. So it's a meaning for you. It's a meaning for you. So so yeah, I understood what you were saying there, but you were a little bit choppy. So again, though, is if you want to, again, let's just show the cards and let our viewers know what you're getting. That's awesome. So it's like so, but I understood exactly what you were saying right when you were doing my reading, Eva. I do say thanks a lot.
Not a problem.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Check the phone. Work too hard, guys.
Yes, Mom. So, for people that don't know, that's Eva's mother. So
it's my mother. My mother is 92 years old.
Yep.
And she's still driving.
Yep. Yeah, and she's still like a teenager, which is awesome.
She's laughing.
Yes, I heard her. So all right.
Doctor.
Yeah.
Nurse came in that was taking care of things, and there she is.
I just tell you, I'm 90. That's just a number.
Yeah.
The theory is absolutely used to get old.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're still a teenager to me, girl. So it's like, yeah. So we do actually have a couple of people that are watching right now. If you'd like to be able to type in your questions, we would love to be able to get some readings for you. Tonight's discussion, though, we're going to be talking about is to do with out-of-body experiences. So, and I presume people that have had it. I know Eva's had it out-of-body experiences. I've had it out-of-body experiences. So we're going to talk about that tonight. But again, though, let's just get on with the reading.
The only problem is when I have an out-of-body experience, I can't come back a bit better and just work.
Okay.
Laugh.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, you were a bit choppy on there, love.
Oh, the only problem is when I have an out-of-body experience, I always come back to the body. I keep on coming back to their shape, but doesn't work.
Yes. So it's like that's it. All right. Well, I'm gonna do a reading for Mom.
She's
So, yep. Especially that young lady that lives with you. That'd be awesome. I'd love to do a reading for her. So I know she's in.
Mom, could you come here for a few minutes? She'll be right here.
No problem. So for everybody that's watching, just let you know you can take part, send in your questions. I'm going to be doing a reading very shortly for Eva's mother. And yeah, send in your questions. Eva and I were here tonight for you. Would love for you guys to take part. It's absolutely free.
Here she is.
Big discussion. So
here she is.
All right. So Mom, I'm going to do a reading for you. I'm going to do a reading for you. All right. So Chrissy John says, hello. Hi, Chrissy. All right. So I'm going to do 4 cards for you. It's past, present, future, and then they'll come. So, and nothing negative. I don't look anything negative. I hate people that really do things that are negative, because we always have to do uplifting. So, Mom, the first wire that I have for you within your past, all right, it's a horse, and it's freedom. All right, you always had the choice. All right, you were more free. You were always free, and you had the choice to basically do whatever you wanted to do. You never put anybody in front of you. If people were trying to block you, you'd push them down, because you were saying, hey, it's my way or else it's the highway. So that's what I got for you that for the past. The present one, this one here is an antelope. All right, make decisions and take appropriate actions. All right. So again, though, it's within the present, though, is you're making the right decisions and you're taking the proper actions. That's why I'm calling you still a teenager, not 29, but you're younger than that, especially in spirit. So you're making the proper decisions for yourself and you're taking the proper actions. The next one of those is actually within the future. This one here is a salmon. All right. You know where you're going and you know exactly how to get there, which is awesome. So that's the salmon. All right. All right. Again, though, that's to do with the past, though, and also to do with also in the future. You know exactly right where you're going. You're making sure that nobody's stopping you. If people are trying to stop you, you're pushing that wall and going forward. The last one, though, I've got for you, Mom, is the outcome, and it's a cougar. Don't we all wish we were cougars? So the first one, though, is be bold and take charge.
That's my mom.
So that's exactly what I got for you, Mom.
Well, thank you very, very much.
No problem. No problem. So, all right. Well, you have a good one, though. And I figured the best thing to do is to do a reading for you. So,
thank you so much.
No problem.
Have a nice night.
You too. Have a good one.
You.
All right. So we've got Chrissy. We got a couple other people actually in. People, share with us. If you guys have questions, please type them in. We would love to be able to get questions for you. It's Eva myself. Eva does with tarot cards. I do with oracle cards. Again, those are big discussions tonight. Will be out of body experiences. Have you had that, or do you know somebody that's had it? So yeah. All right. All right. So if we do you want to go for a quick little break? By any chance, Eva?
Fine.
Okay. All right. All right. I just wanted to make sure. So, all right.
I'm just chilling.
Yeah. No, because we do have a commercial break. So it's up to you if you want to do that at the beginning or at the end.
Let's do it now.
All right. All right. Wonderful.
Join Haunting Live Podcast and Divine Oracle Readings on July 16th as they set sail on the Chi-Chi-Mon at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. Live. Join these guys actually as they board the Chi-Chi-Mon and go up top and do a live stream as their journey from Tobermory, Ontario to Manitoulin Island. This is one great adventure that you gotta take part of, and it's absolutely free, live right underneath Facebook.
Alrighty, well, thanks a lot. I hope you guys do tune in tomorrow night. Like tomorrow, all together, it's absolutely free. You can be able to find actually all the information underneath Divine Oracle Readings, or even if not, check out Haunting Live Podcast Facebook page, and also check out the website. So yeah, all right. So we're back though. We do say thanks a lot. If you guys have questions, type them in. We'd love to build get some readings for you. All right, and I presume Chrissy Dawn is still here. Chrissy has gone through quite a bit recently. She's been sharing with me. So let's do a reading for her, Eva.
Sure. Get the card fold. And shuffle. Ooh, got a lot of questions about some things.
All right, so Eva, I'll let you lead that first.
Okay. Okay, the first card I pulled up was the Ace of Rods or the Ace of Wands. Is the Queen of Coins or Pentacles. The last card is the Nine of Swords. And a lot of people, that card is a very negative card. I don't. I look at it as no crying in the night. Whatever is bothering you, causing you problems, causing the tears of the night, so to speak, it soon dissipate. It will go away, or it will resolve itself, or will come to an end. I'm not exactly sure what, one of the three. But when I see Rod, as well as the nun, the Queen in there, keep thinking you're ending a cycle. You're very near the end of the cycle. You get a new one. And I like this illustration for the wands or the rods. It's a flowering wand, lack of a better term, or to play with. Flowering to me that there is new ventures waiting for you, and you are going heading off into new adventures. The Queen of Coins, please, one word of caution I would warn you, please don't willy-nilly in spending money type. Watch the things wisely. And I'll never forget, there was a saying, if I remember correctly, if you watch pennies, the dollars will take care of themselves. So don't be, and that, and spending coin also be not the cash type, but so what am I looking for? Can involve emotional, you know what I'm trying to say?
She does.
Okay. Please remember that and watch that. When you do, everything will start falling in place. Well, you'll just to the next step. That's the Queen, who that's the Queen who's the ruler of the coin. You will come out of this very well. You move into your cycle, new adventure. I think it's adventure. There's a new cycle. I think there's something coming down the pike. As I'm looking at, thinking there's something coming down the road, down the pike, that it's going to surprise you. It's going to come completely on out of nowhere, and it's going to be a good thing, and you are going to profit from it. Again, that does not mean actual currency. There's things that you profit from within that, like, better outlook, better health, better, the coin itself depends. Coin, it depends on your kind of drawing. That makes sense. I'm making sense.
She has said, okay, and then yes,
Okay.
to her, she knows exactly what you're talking about. So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
it's probably going to hit in the fall. There's a lot of things happening this fall. I've talked with other people who do reading, and it's coming up constantly in their whether they do it with cards, whether they do it with crystals, but this fall there's a big change. I don't know. I'm gonna have to come up with one of my. Oh, doesn't that sound starty? I'm going to have to talk to one of my friends who do astrology and see what the stars are saying. Because too many people are saying things are happening in the fall, especially around equinox. So look for things to happen this fall. I'm actually getting more to October than actually September. So just hang in there. It's coming, and you will begin to see where you're going. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, though, it's right when you asked if it made sense to her, she says, "Makes sense." So yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So
sometimes when I don't know, but when I don't know, but these readings, thing is making and they're going like, hey, it makes real, and it's like, don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Chrissy, just to let you know for myself, though, I did do the Native Spirit cards, which is actually done by Denise Lynn. The cards I got for you, though, was the first one, though, which was to the past. All right. It was the answer to the call. All right. So, with the answer to the call, though, in the past, though, all right, you were going the right direction and everything else. I know, though, that our little buddy is actually part of your life now. And so she does type in, "Thanks very much, Eva." Right. But again, so Chrissy, those with Paso, it was actually answering the call. So you did do the right thing of what took place. And then within the present, though, basically, wonder healing. All right. So with wonder healing, that one there is, you're right now actually trying to heal exactly what has happened and what took place within the action, which is awesome. All right. And you're doing the right steps. So that's within the present right now. So within the future, though, it's a vision quest. All right. All right. Your set goal right now, though, for what you've been talking to me about, all right, it's going to pay off within the long run. All right, what you want to do and everything else, it's going to pay off. So the vision quest is there for you. Again, it's going to pay off, and it's not going to be that long for things to be rolling the right way for the work that you want to be able to get done. Now, the last one, though, this one here is true, though, and it's the outcome. It's a circle of life. All right. So basically, though, is even though that's actually happened, right? You're working actually on, it's going to pay off. It's going to be a circle of life. So it's going to be healing itself, and that way you can be able to move forward, which is awesome. So hope those actually helped you out, Christy. I know, again, those we've been talking kind of offline and everything else, but yeah. So all right. So it's getting a little bit windy up here tonight, which is awesome. But how are things actually in your area, Eva?
Today's been a kind of a cloudy day, but there were storms all around us. So we did get some sunshine. Temperature is, I believe, in the 80s. Let me check and see what the thing says. And it's been pretty decent weather for a change. So, just checking the weather, see what the temperature is. And of course, the minute I try and do something, well, it's dropped down.
Go ahead.
70s, but it was into the 80s, low 80s today. So but it was clear, or I didn't say clear, but dry. It was really wonderful, really wonderful.
Okay, all right. For those who are actually up here in Canada, the 80s is roughly actually in the 20s. Just have to think about that. 80s are roughly in the 20s, so which is really good. So
I was looking to see if my thing had Celsius as well as Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
And last night, the space station overhead, and we were able to see it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I know for us down here, it's right now cloudy over our area, so we won't be able to see it. So But anyway, so so now Eva, past lives. All
What
right,
about past lives?
past lives and OBE. I know that you've had some. So we both have had them. Some of our viewers have also had them. Can you sort of remember about what you've done within your actually OBE? For those that don't know, OBE, that's out of body experiences.
That really sits in my mind. Happened a few years ago because it was so dramatic, but I was curious about a person they went to, and when I finally was able to sit next to them, it was in Nicole, and I hello, and they almost wrecked the car.
Okay.
And when I talked to them 2 days later, they were still very shook up about the whole thing. And I saw sitting right there next to me. Could that be? Like you were really there. That is the dramatic. I said hello because they thought it was thinking. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's
An
all right.
optical illusion, you know, where you see something that you think is really there. And when you said, oh, it startled me and I lost control of the car. I said, yeah, no, you stop, got out and walk around, just clear your mind. And he's like, yeah. But that most startled I've ever heard with that. But others where I have gone to other places. I know this sounds so crazy. I really think I've been on planets.
Okay.
I'm not sure traveling into the future. I understand people can do that. I have never sought to do that. I have traveled to the past. I was very curious about something. I want to see Stonehenge when it was completed.
Yeah.
When it was still new. And apparently I get quite there because by the time I got there, there were already stone falling. So I didn't quite make it.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's cool though. That's cool though. Yeah, because I know with myself though, mine actually started at a very young age, right? I'm gonna say right where in my city, not town, Chrissy, but city. There was a party, and I was actually still in Ontario, right where I resigned. And what had happened though is there was somebody crushed by cars, and that night though I was actually there, right? So I knew exactly what took place before the press. And lately, whenever there's investigations, you know that sometimes I like looking at the location prior to, so the way I can sort of pick up the energy. I'm also astral projecting to the location, which is also a body experience. So the way I'm actually walking through the area. And for those that kind of know me, and also my partner, so tomorrow though we're going to be actually on the Chi-Chi-Mon. So I've actually astral projected to the Chi-Chi-Mon already, not from watching videos, but I've actually projected to there. And I've always said, well, how am I going to get upstairs? Especially right now, my ankles aren't doing too good. So that's what I've actually done. So it's like awesome. But yeah, now I know our viewers are watching. So what have you guys had Have you guys actually had anything yourselves? I can let Eva know directly. I know Chrissy's actually on. There's a couple of other people watching, which is wonderful. So we'd love to hear from you. Don't be shy. We're not here to judge. We're actually here to talk.
I was just, this was before you had even brought up the idea of this discussion. In the last month or so, I have been seeing a lot of this from my esoteric sites, or my whatever you want to call them. And now they're talking, and this is even people who do dream research, that when you dream, you are actually going into an altered reality, if you want to use parallel universe. There's all kinds of different thoughts on it, but you are actually experiencing an ODE. You are actually you are experiencing the dream, but it's not a dream, it is a reality.
Yeah.
And this seems to be kind of the big thing right now. And I've just been reading a lot about that, and it really is fascinating to think, because sometimes people who have dreams, they're very vivid. You have all your senses, which in a lot of dream parlay is you don't have the sense of smell. You don't have a sense of actual tactile type sensations, but they're discovering people are more and more experiencing these things. And now they're wondering if it isn't some kind of a slip into a alternate universe, a parallel universe, dimension. There's a lot about that to think about.
Yeah, and it's true though. It's true though, because there's so much actually out there though that scientists are still trying to figure out even to date, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our minds, even though that we only use 10% actually of our minds, and I love the quotes from the movie Lucy, because the movie Lucy is so true though. Basically though is we only use 10% of our minds, but right whenever we're actually projecting to different elements or different locations, or even within dreams, we're using actually a different frequency actually of our own mind to be able to get to that level, even to that location without being fully there. And it's true on that.
Mm-hmm. And the thing that I find fascinating and seeing cropping a lot more lately is that children are more open to this, more accept this. Although there are children who are extremely frightened by this. You know, all of a sudden they're in a whole new situation and they don't know what to do about it. It frightens them and never attempt to do anything close to being an out-of-body experience, which I find fascinating.
Yeah. So that's okay. Well, Chrissy, I know though that you're probably still on. So what do you have to say? Type it in. We'd love to hear from you.
Please.
Yeah, please. That's like us. Or even if anybody watches this actually on playback, type in. We would love to actually hear from you guys. Let us know what you guys think. All right. Again, notice we're not here to judge. We're actually here to basically have communication with you guys. And it's always best off to actually get feedback from you guys. So yeah. So all right. I know our producer, he's actually had some out-of-body experiences also. But yeah, if he wants to pop on, I really can't see him actually through the things, but it's all up to him. He can actually probably talk. And Eva, I just saw an orb shoot in front of you, actually on the camera.
Oh, again, I missed one.
Yeah, it was right when you were looking down. So,
there have been, I don't know if more. Well, there have been lights and all kinds of things going on lately. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. So Chrissy did type in. That makes me think, because I'm learning about being a mother every day. So basically, though, is about us sort of with the out of our experiences. So I appreciate, and she also says we open up our children's mind every day, every single time, with choices. So basically, those. It sounds like though that yeah, she agrees with us about the out of body experiences, the OBE, and also children are actually learning more, especially for what you were talking about with children. So
children are fascinating. I haven't had any children. I could be totally off the wall, but I think that children are, of course, more open to this sort of thing. Kids have invisible friends, and where I worked with this, I believe
Trevor
that.
table.
Huh?
Sorry, Eva. Sorry, trying to let
okay.
Trevor know.
I think that, like, the invisible, they are Holy Spirit, and they can see them. And it tells me that children are far more open and accepting of many things that we as adults go, but we allow them to leave this to a certain point, and for lack of a better word, beat it out of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just imagination. That's just excuse, and after a while, think about it. And because of that, many children who have potentials of the psychic ability push it down so far that they never get it back.
Yeah.
And I have had children. No, let me rephrase it. I have had people who come for reading, and I remember as a child just to be able to fly. It was a normal for them, and what they're doing was out of the experience. I can never remember the initials, so I have to do the whole thing. Or they will say, I used to write stories about things I saw, and they were like, all weird places I went. I never could figure out what they meant, but after a while, they there again, buried. And I think if we were enough to allow the children to continue, either that, it'd scare the lights out of us.
Yeah, and it's true though, because children actually, when children are born, okay, all right, they're taught by their parents. Not all parents though, but some parents though. Oh, again, though, it's like what you're saying, Eva. Oh, that's not real. That's not real. But some parents still encourage the children actually basically to have more of an open mind. Right. So the way right when we're actually much older, we can actually be able to work with a higher level actually of the spiritual community. For myself though, like I grew up in a church home, but I was never told from my parents basically not to believe. My parents, go ahead.
Rock, scissors, paper. I was kind of in the same situation. My parents, both of my parents raised Catholic, and they raised us Catholic. The rules were, as you sit at our table, you will go to church with us, and you go to Sunday school. And yet, my father, as well as my mother, but more my father, taught us to respect other people's belief, listen to them. Let them, you can learn from them. He was very open about many of these things. And when I really got into the psychic arena, rather than saying, you're nuts or whatever, they encouraged it. Learn what you can. And well, you see my mom, she stood there waiting for a reading from you.
Yeah.
I don't know very many 92-year-old women that do something like that based on the area that they're from.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were not really encouraged, but we weren't discouraged either. We were, well, if you want to know about this, go for it. Go study it. So
yeah.
It was a good thing.
That's exactly how my parents were, which was awesome, right? And some, again, though, even to date, some children are raised, don't believe in it. Some are actually basically told to actually believe in certain things. So Chrissy just typed in, knowledge is the power. So that's what Chrissy has typed in. So yeah, that's like that. So all right, well, I'm gonna actually end it short tonight, but for those who actually are home tomorrow, since tomorrow is Saturday, tune in roughly around 12:30 live as the host of Haunting Live podcast, which is Trevor and myself. We will be live from Tobermory, Ontario. We're gonna be actually on that ship, though that was actually played at the beginning. We're going to be showing you guys sort of around Tobermory before we enter the ship. We're going to drive up to the ship, and then we're going to walk up in the ship, and we'll show you guys around. So, you can watch us through Facebook. There is a link actually on the most majority actually of HauntingLIVE podcast pages, the website, even throughout my stuff. I know if Eva's home, she'll probably be watching. So it's worth actually checking out and learning about new experiences. So, so Monday, I'm another year younger.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks
and
a lot.
More.
Yeah. So again, though, is from us to you guys. If you guys would like to be able to get personal readings, there's links actually for Eva and myself. That's underneath this description that's down below. So we do encourage you guys actually to take part. Reach out to Eva or myself. And for the contest winners, since I've been running that contest, tomorrow the contest winner will be announced on the Chi Mon of who gets a free reading from me here at Divine Oracle Readings. Okay, thank you much, Eva. You have a wonderful night.
You too, and you have a great weekend fun, and see you later.
Yeah, we'll do. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, yo.